50 Positive Habits to Transform Your Life Part 5. Noting your positivity. Why will this help me become more positive? How often do you note in your mind that you were being positive? It's one of the most affirming actions you can do when signifying your positivity. Applying the action for increased positivity. I simply found that taking 5 minutes of the day to look at a happy memory in the morning was a good way to change my mindset from negative to positive. How often should I practice? Every single morning. Just a quick reminisce about something that happened in your life can be enough to get you out of bed with a smile on your face, rather than a frown. Life without this change. You might find that you don't need this in your life at all, and that's fine. However, others will feel far more comfortable making this change. Life with this change. Simply taking those 5 minutes to noting good experiences in the past can be enough to make you feel far more comfortable with who you are, and where you're going. Detailing the positives. Why will this help me become more positive? One problem that I and others tend to have is always listing our negatives in a situation. Rather than looking at the problem, though, why not start looking for solutions? Applying the action for increased positivity. Simply swap the way of thinking around on any problem. Instead of lamenting the existence of the problem, start examining viable solutions that might help you correct this issue later. How often should I practice? I had to do this more or less every day for a while. Eventually, though, it became second nature, and instead of lamenting issues I started to appreciate finding solutions. Life without this change. You'll keep feeling like the world is against you, and that there is no significant way to step forward and make your life easier. Without this change, negativity will prevail. Life with this change. Swapping to this change of mindset, though, will mean problems are just that, a problem. You'll keep your feet on the ground more often and will likely find solutions easier. Challenging assumptions. Why will this help me become more positive? How often do you challenge how you think about a certain situation? If you don't, then it's time to do so. Challenging assumptions will help you ensure you're always adapting. Applying the action for increased positivity. It's very easy to never challenge our beliefs and assumptions, but you could be being needlessly negative. Instead, ask yourself why that train of thought exists and if it's legitimate. How often should I practice? Anytime you find yourself going down a negative spiral of thought, hop online and have a look for what you're so worried about. Is the original belief you had so applicable? Life without this change. Many choose to avoid going down this route as they don't like to be told they are wrong. Being wrong, though, is not a negative, it's another learning experience. Life with this change. You'll feel far less entrenched and likely to be less threatened by a difference of opinion. This is one of the most positive actions that you can take. Accepting your success. Why will this help me become more positive? Many of us, me included, for a long time simply cannot accept when we are a success. We like to think luck was involved, or that it was a mistake. Applying the action for increased positivity. If this is how you feel, then the next time it comes around in your head, ask a few people that you trust to give you the truthful answer back. How often should I practice? Whenever you feel this crisis of confidence coming on. It's a dangerous problem and one that will just make you feel worse most likely. Avoid it by asking whenever it comes on. Life without this change. You'll continue to knock down your achievements whilst fixating on your failures. This builds a negative mindset and is the worst direction to go down for a positive action-driven life. Life with this change. You'll become far more comfortable, and aware, of your successes and failures in life. This will ensure you can continue to develop, without always seeing yourself as failing.